Hello, it's Erica, and I'm back. So today I'm gonna do something different. Before I get to each individual zodiac reading, we're gonna do pick a pile. So in the first pile, I have this. All right, so just concentrate, see if you feel like your story's in here. We have the quartz on it. The second pile, no labradorite. Sucks you can't see the nice flash. And then the third pile with the selenite wand. All right. So we're going to start with the first one. And each pile we're going to clarify as well. I'm going to get comfortable. Okay. So we have Magician in the Mirror. All Tied Up reversed. Das ist gut. And then Happy Family reversed. And this is good for November, which I should have started at the beginning of the video. Alright. So, thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, to help me clarify the message that you want to give to the collective. Alright, so let's see. Magician in the Mirror. Please clarify Magician in the Mirror. Please clarify Magician in the Mirror. And you could be studying more into metaphysics or the occult this month. You could be working on, some of y'all realize you have a mediumship or channeling gift. You could be working with that. You could be starting some kind of physical outlet in order to get your chi or your ki going through your body, which really does help your energy flow through your body and help your abilities. All right, let's see. Some of y'all I'm hearing that you could find you're looking for a mentor to help you with your abilities, or you could be finding a mentor. Definitely will probably be older, or at least more wise. All right. All right. So to clarify, Five of Swords reverse, Eight of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Chariot reverse. So as far as dealing with your spirituality, I feel like you're finally kind of like stop making excuses of, well, it's too hard, or I can't do this, or I don't have that. You're realizing that anything that really you put your mind to, you can achieve. And when you start actually trying to use your gifts or trying to meditate more, some of y'all maybe could be dabbling in astral projection and lucid dreaming. You're going to be realizing that you do have almost like, I guess, a knack for it, but it's going to be, you're going to start off slow, or you're going to start off small. So don't think that because your abilities aren't expanding really fast that you can't do it, or that you don't have what it takes, or you're doing something wrong. Like, slow and steady is going to really win this race. So you just keep practicing with those techniques, with the, keep asking your mentor questions, or even if you have to go to the internet, search out answers. And the more that you get answers, the more that you get knowledge, like, it's going to help. But whatever that you are practicing, I'm hearing that you need to really perfect the techniques and the form almost before you can kind of be wide open with your skill, because you are very psychic. And I feel like, if you kind of just like go quickly, way too fast, you might attract some negative energy that, you don't need to be bringing around. Be careful. I'm hearing, be careful who you tell that you're doing this. I don't know why that would be a negative thing, but I mean, sometimes people's just like disbelief in you could rub off, so definitely make sure whoever you talk about this, that they're on the same page, that they're very supportive of your spiritual life as well. I feel that this month, like, it's going to be a little, not stagnant, but you're just not going to be moving fast in your spirituality. But again, it's all because you're having to learn the knowledge, the theory behind what you're doing, and perfecting your technique before you can really jump into, what other people might be doing that you've researched or something, like, really seasoned mediums or really seasoned ash projectors, whatever it is that you're trying to do. So just remember, slow and steady. That's what it's all about. All right. So let's see what all tied up in the reverse is about. Clarify all tied up in the reverse for me for this group. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, interesting. The 10 of Cups, the Sun, the 2 of Swords reversed, and the Magician reversed. So, interesting. So there's definitely some kind of situation that I feel that is bringing a lot of change and upheaval. And all change is not bad. And sometimes it seems bad in the beginning because it's something different. But always welcome change, because if you firmly believe that everything works out for your good, anything that happens is just setting you up for the future. It's setting you up for what you want, as long as you're in alignment with what you want. And what I mean by alignment is that, say you want a new car and you're believing for a new car, you can't be walking around and hating on the car that you have now, because you're putting negative energy into having, the idea of any car. Or you can't be talking about how broke you are, or, that, oh man, I really want a car, but I don't know how it's going to happen. You have to be in alignment with what you want. But I feel like you are letting go a lot of toxic and negative thought patterns that was getting you out of alignment for what you wanted. So in November, I feel like you are making a choice between, let's see what this choice is about. But the choice, it's between, let's see, some kind of, it could have been a relationship that was very passionate, then fizzled out, and you don't know what to do about it. But also just being alone. But not being alone as in like moping, but like being in a energy of working on yourself, of freeing up. I'm hearing past karma. You can do a lot of that through shadow work. You can Google shadow work. But you're making a decision based off of kind of like what's going to make me feel better. And I mean, that's how it should be, At the end of the day, you got to look out for you. But it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. It's going to bring you a lot of self-fulfillment. And I feel like it's not even something that you have to work for. As long, when you make the decision to change your life, when you make the decision to step forward in whatever you're trying to bring into your life, whether it be, a new career path, a new relationship, a new car, like I said, a new house, you made a decision to leave the worry behind and just focus on yourself and focus being the best version of yourself. And by doing that, like, you didn't have to struggle, like you didn't have to force to make it happen by like, exerting like crazy will or exerting a lot of magical like resources, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a choice that brought this. And also by letting go of whatever worry that you had or a choice that you had, like it's going to bring a lot of self-fulfillment. And also, like, make sure during this time that you let your inner child out and you let your inner child play. Like, have fun. And whatever you do, find a way to have fun. All right, let's see why happy family is in the reverse. Why is happy family in the reverse for this group? Why is happy family in the reverse for this group? Uh-oh. Well, sorry. The Four of Wands popped out. I'm going to put it back in. That's interesting because it's almost opposite of what happy family in reverse is. You know, the Four of Wands is about stability, manifestation. You know, a lot of it's the 1111 card for people, or the marriage card. But happy family in the reverse is kind of the opposite. It could denote a breakup. It could denote a time of just dissatisfaction in your home life or in your relationship, a disconnect. So let's see. Well, hopefully that means that, you know, if you have been feeling that it's going to get better. Let's see. Clarify happy family in the reverse for me. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Justice card, the World in reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse. Huh. So, it seems that things are balancing out right now. So if you're going through a difficult time in a relationship, or if you are single and you are, you know, waiting for a good person to come along, or, you know, you're tired of being single, whatever, you're ready to settle down, I feel like this time of dissatisfaction, this time of fuckery, basically, karma's being balanced. And unfortunately, it's very uncomfortable. It has you feeling very out of your element. It has you feeling like unstable in a way. Not, how can I say? It's like you don't feel like you right now. And it's because, you know, there's still a little bit left that needs to be balanced before, I guess, it gets better. So you have the World card in reverse and then the Two of Cups. So they're really, you know, unfortunately, there might be some kind of disconnect, or might be a breakup, unfortunately. Something that makes you feel like you are not meeting in the middle with the person that you're with. And if you're single, you just feel like, you know, you're tired of really not having a person that is like, you feel like is your soulmate. But there's still just more stuff you need to work on, or there's still more stuff that the universe really needs to balance out, you know, to make sure it's perfect timing with the perfect person, if you want to call it the perfect person. But there's still like a couple more lessons to learn. There's still a couple more things that need to align. Like, apparently there's a thing called like marriage transits in your natal chart, where there are certain times in your life that the planets line up in a certain way, or conjunct or whatever in a certain way, and it makes for an opportune time for you to either meet the person you're going to get married to, or to get married, period. And I feel like this more so is like, it's nothing that you've done wrong, or it's nothing that really that you can prevent anyways. So, you know, it's kind of like you feel discontent, whether you're single again or married or in a relationship. Like, you kind of just have to ride the wave and look for the lessons in what you're experiencing right now. A lot of times we do experience, you know, in our relationships and in our outer worlds, whatever stuff that's inside of us that we can't, issues that we haven't dealt with. So again, shadow work would be a really good time, or now would be a really good time to do some shadow work to see, you know, like, what kind of lessons can I take from this? What can I learn from this? Because, yeah, you could go through this without learning anything, but why not try to learn something through something that, you have to go through anyways? Let's see what justice is all about. What is justice balancing? What is justice balancing? What is justice balancing? The King of Cups reversed with the Hierophant reversed. So, justice could be balancing, an imbalanced relationship between you and another person. Somebody that is very emotionally disconnected, or could be over emotional, that could be over clingy, over, I don't want to, like, needy for attention and affection and love, perhaps. And then somebody that is very non-committal, somebody that is very aloof, somebody that is very, it's called the avoidant attachment style, where somebody is basically, emotionally shut down. So, and this could be two aspects of yourself as well. With some people you could be very emotionally clingy to, and then other people that show you a lot of attention and affection, you could be a very avoidant to them. It's kind of like you want what you can't have. Like, you'll chase something, and the moment you get it, you're like, I'm good. Whatever. So feel like, that's what the universe is trying to balance out right now within you and within relationships. So, right now, again, is the time to just do some shadow work, to see what you need to be doing exactly. So, I'm going to pull a crystal card for your advice. I'm going to have to read through the book because I just got these, but these are brilliant, and I see that they're so spot on, and eventually I want to do some readings with them. So these are the crystal cards, and on all of them, it's different crystals. And they all have a meaning and a divination to them. And eventually, like, you can use these solely as a divination tool, but I'm not comfortable enough with them since I just got them. But I will give one card as advice, and then I will use these cards as additional advice. All right. What advice do you have for November from group number 1? All right. Well, that's the one that came out. We have Shiva Lagam, which this is, actually, I have one of these. This is what it looks like. All right. And so, I will read what it means. All right. Ooh, Shiva Ligam. See, I bought this actually a long time ago, and I forgot even what the purpose of it was. Alchemical union. A Shiva Ligam embodies the wisdom of the deities brought to earth. It symbolizes uniting dualities and manifesting the creative force. So the self-understanding portion is, be compassionate with yourself to heal. You have masculine and feminine and other dualities within your being. Integrate them to release your creative power. A Shiva Lagam is produced from the tumbling waters. Life shapes you in the same way, so go with the flow. Soul scouring reveals your divine core, and shadow works helps you do that. If you were hurt or abused, be compassionate with yourself to create healing on all levels. The divination part is, get back to basics and put passion back into your life. Honor your libido and creative fire. Create balance. Expect a new relationship or revitalize an old one. Okay, that makes sense. Practice sexual magic. Interesting. Okay. Cut ties where appropriate. And I would say cut ties physically, but also energetically. You can look up, I'm sure on YouTube, cutting soul ties or cutting energetic cords. Very important when you're trying to cut people out of your life. Because energetically, they could still linger. Remember, You create through the power of thought. And remember, I was telling you were releasing negative and toxic thought patterns. Everything passes. In turbulent time, unexpected benefits emerge. Exactly. Everything will work out for your greater good as long as you get into alignment with what you want and you're speaking blessings over yourself and not death. Life and Life and death are in the power of the tongue. You know, like that is crazy true. Like words have a frequency, words have a vibration that literally affect every atom and cell in our bodies and in our realities. So affirmations, as like lame as I thought they were, like they're very important, you know? So, let's see. I'll get a couple of these cards. Any additional messages for this group that you want them to know? Any additional messages for this group? Spirit guides, do you have any additional messages that you want this group to know? I heard 3, so I will pull 3 cards, but also 3. I'm hearing for some of you, try to find at least 2 other people to work on your spiritual gifts with, and that y'all can hold each other accountable, but also have that support group for you. So self-sabotage, solar plexus chakra, and summer. All right. So I feel like you are going to be working on self-sabotage. Like you might have a tendency to self-sabotage. When things get good or when things get hard, you just bounce instead of really working through it and working on bettering yourself through the storm, I guess, kind of. You're going to be working a lot, or you need to work on your solar plexus chakra, which is, I think, your 3rd. But that's where your power comes from. That's where your personal power comes from. That's where your self-confidence comes from. And I feel like as you work on all these things within yourself, you know, just like in the summertime, like it's going to be a time of like happiness and abundance. Like I feel that you might have been in a very dry place, you know, for most of this year, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, but I feel like better things are coming. But, you know, you just got to put in a little bit more work to reap those benefits. All right. So I hope that resonated. Please leave a comment to let me know. And I love you guys. Love and light. All right, I'll just cut it out here. All right, so now we're at the group number 2 with the labradorite. All right. So let's see what we have. We have victory in the reverse, 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, and 7th chakra reverse, Archangel Uriel, or Uriel, however you want to say it. All right, Spirit, I decrease and you increase, and show me what you want to tell the collective for this group number 2. Thank you, Spirit guides, ancestors, and angels. All right, what do you want this group to know about victory in the reverse? What do you want this group to know about victory in the reverse? All right. So we have the 9 of Cups reversed, the 9 of Swords reversed. We have Justice and the World reverse. So right now, it doesn't feel fun, apparently. Right now, you're dealing with you're dealing with karma, or you're dealing with the universe trying to balance things out, which is, you know, karma. Kind of like, you have to reap what you sow, good or bad. But it's like a part of it, you don't feel mentally stuck, but, emotionally, you feel like you're not where you want to be. And it just has you in a place that you kind of feel suspended or stuck. But the good thing is that, you just got to ride this out a little longer. You have 2 nines right here. And 9 is all about things coming to an end. It's about to be completion. And so you have the world in reverse, which is about like unfinished business. So there's just, a couple more lessons to learn, a couple more things that the universe needs to balance in your favor. As long as you always believe that things are going to work out for you and for your best, the universe is going to make sure that happens. And it might not look like it on the surface that things are getting better and you don't feel like things are getting better, but things are. It just sometimes takes time, Everything is a process. And you have to make sure that your thoughts align with it. But I feel like your thoughts are starting to get better about your situation, but the feeling isn't there yet. And feeling is just as important as your thoughts because both of them is what creates reality. So during this time, when things aren't really going your way, you sit and you say what you want or how you want your situation to be, but you need to create the feeling of it. Create the feeling of being loved. Create the feeling of being happy. Create the feeling of being wealthy. Create the feeling of being, abundant. You create that feeling of getting that car, getting that house. You have to create the feeling as if you were really there. All right? And that helps bring that here. What is justice about? What is justice trying to balance? What is justice trying to balance in this group's life? What is justice trying to balance in this group's life? These 2 cards and these 2 cards came out in the last reading, and I shuffled. You could hear me shuffling, and I have 2 decks put together. So the odds of these cards coming out again is stupid, but it's crazy. They came out, so okay. But the good thing is that these came out in the upright, and the other reading, it came out reverse. So right now, even though you feel like nothing's going right for you, in the behind the scenes, things are going right. They're getting things into alignment. It's bringing love. It's bringing emotional stability. It's bringing, emotional fulfillment. It's bringing commitment. It's bringing spiritual groundedness. Like the universe is tying up loose ends in order for all those things to be coming. And if you are waiting on if you are single and waiting for a relationship, or even if you're in a relationship right now, it could be balancing those things in order for you to have a stable commitment or to bring in a possible water sign. And this could be dealing with a water sign, could be Taurus rising. But it's bringing... Okay, so I'm hearing also, for some of you, that it's working on you and your emotions in order to bring... Crap, I just lost it. I should have said it as soon as I heard it. But there has to be some spiritual things that are moved around in order to heal a relationship with a masculine sign, or that, I'm trying to explain it the best I can, but I can't. But that's what it's doing right now. That's what the universe is doing, and that's what justice is doing. It's cutting out loose ends and things that are holding you back from what you really want. And also, I feel like the more that you get into your spiritual practice, the faster that the universe can balance these things out, and the more emotionally stable, because emotional stability is going to help you bring this commitment in as well. All right, so what is this unfinished business about? Why is the world here in reverse for this group? What is this unfinished business about? You get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah. So the unfinished business is about maybe a past relationship. Maybe a person that won't let you go energetically. Or it might bring somebody back. Maybe, oof. Yeah, it might bring somebody back, and that might be who you're going to end up getting married to. Let me get one more card. The Ten of Wands reversed. So I feel like you're kind of, when you let go of the expectation of this person to come back to you, or a relationship to come to you, or, you know, you just want things to be fine and da-da-da-da-da. Once you let go of that control of how things should be, I feel like that's when it's going to come. And that is literally, if you look up how resistance works in our lives, the moment you let go of resistance to your circumstances, that's when your circumstances will improve. Holding on to resistance or holding on to a picture of what you don't have almost perpetuates what you don't have. All right, sixth chakra. Why is sixth chakra here? Why is sixth chakra here? Clarify sixth chakra for the second group. You have Three of Swords, Ten of Cups reversed, the Sun reversed, and the Ace of Swords reversed. So, sixth chakra. So I feel like you might see things before it happens. But unfortunately, you might see things before it happens that you don't really like. And it can cause some heartache also because you're trying to change things that are supposed to be. And so you're not seeing the full picture. Give me further clarification. You could be, you being intuitive could actually end up hurting somebody else. But at the end of the day, it's not your lesson to learn. So if you feel like, go off your intuition. And even though in your mind you might be like, I don't want to hurt somebody, da-da-da-da-da, like you have to. Because at the end of the day, you have to go and fulfill your own destiny. And you can't worry about how somebody else is going to handle what you need to do. And it's going to feel crappy. It might end up in some kind of breakup or some kind of friendship ending. But it's not going to end well if you keep on letting the friendship or the relationship go on. Yeah, you don't want to deal with it anymore. You're stuck. You're tired. You're tired of balancing out things. You're tired of trying to give to something that doesn't feel like it's working. Passion is gone. You know, creative spark is gone. You're just not feeling it. You're not feeling any part of it. And you just need to let go. Yeah, you need to let go and just move on and sow seeds into something else. Whether it be, you know, a partnership or a friendship or even a job that you need to let go. And it could be that somebody's lying and you know it, but you're not wanting to believe it. If you think somebody's lying, and keep a journal. You know, keep a journal of your intuition, and that helps a lot to reaffirm if you are just being paranoid or if your intuition is spot on. But always trust your gut and go with your intuition about things. And even though that it might suck and it might hurt, you might give up a friendship that you actually really valued. But at the end of the day, it's not going anywhere. And they might actually, you know, stab you in the back later on. And that's why your intuition, spirit's trying to say, hey, man, I'm trying to save you some heartache. Like, go ahead and bounce. All right, so why is 7th chakra in the reverse? Why is the 7th chakra in the reverse for group number 2? Why is 7th chakra in the reverse for group number 2? We have 5 of Cups, Judgment in the reverse, Page of Cups in the reverse, and then Judgment upright. Interesting. So, and the number on here is 5. 5 is about change. 5 is about upheaval. Yeah, change and upheaval. Things have to change in order for it to get better, right? And sometimes when you don't make the change yourself, I feel like you're ignoring messages like your intuition is telling you things about like people, places, things, kind of mundane things in a way. But like spiritual downloads that Spirit's trying to give you and like to change kind of what you're doing spiritually, I feel like you're blocked. You're not getting it. And it might be because you're kind of unhappy about where you are in life. You're looking at everything that's not going right. And that's kind of blocking you from where Spirit is trying to tell you to go. What moves you're supposed to make, what you're supposed to be doing, where you're supposed to be going, what you're supposed to be reading or researching. What practices are you supposed to be doing? Should you be doing yoga? Should you be doing Tai Chi? Should you be doing, running, like to help you connect with your body, which is very important. You might just be missing, you might not be hearing it. You might be ignoring it in a way because you're so focused on what you want and what you're not getting. And so right now that has you in a place where you feel very emotionally drained and you feel like things will never, like this sadness is never going to end. This solitude is never going to end. This, discontentment in my relationships or career is never going to end. You could be dealing, if you're in a relationship, you could be dealing with a heavy water sign. But I feel like you have to let something go in order for judgment to come. You can't keep looking at what things are not working out or trying to decide, how can I fix this? How can I fix this broken relationship? How can I fix this job that's going nowhere? How can I fix my life? Like, you have to stop looking at things the way they are right now. There is better, but you're not realizing it because you're focused on the wrong things. Spirit wants you to go in a totally different direction and you're not listening. And it will take things out of your life. It will make things end in order for better things to come. I feel like that's what's happening here. So November, you might lose something that you actually valued, but you're going to get something better in its place. So don't, be sad if something ends, because better is coming. And you kind of just have to tell yourself that over and over again. If this doesn't stay in my life, it means it wasn't supposed to be there, or I was just supposed to learn a lesson. And once it leaves, like, you just got to know and keep the faith that something better is coming. All right. I'm going to take advice from the crystals card. I'm going to read it because I just got it, and so I'm still trying to learn it. All right. Give me one card for advice for group number 2. Give me one card for advice for group number 2. Thank you, Spirit. Brandenburg Amethyst. All right. Let's see what Dad's talking about. Oh, if I can get it up there. Come on. Cooperate. You gotta be kidding me. Jesus Christ. All right. The Brandenburg Amethyst is all about the perfect blueprint. A master healer, the Brandenburg Amethyst holds perfect blueprint of your soul and all that is. It heals physical, mental, and emotional, spiritual, karmic, planetary, and ancestral auric layers and imprints the most perfect energetic patterns possible. I need it. So, the self-understanding part is you are a being of pure consciousness and wonderful just the way you are. Embrace the clarity of your core being. Let go of mental constructs, karmic imprints, soul imperatives, and relationships that no longer serve. Heal the past. Reframe previous choices that you have made in your life and take a new pathway to step into your soul purpose and expand higher dimensions of your soul. The divination part is you are perfectly Jesus. You are perfect exactly as you are in this present moment. Step onto your soul path and seed your future with potential. Self-discipline and clear focus bring your dreams to fruition. Aim for the highest. All right. And I'll just get a couple of these just to finish it off. Any additional messages that you want to tell group number 2? Oof. Okay. Well, we have your past experiences are polluting your perspective. Third party situation and release. So, and only take this if it resonates. But obviously, you know, things that you have gone through in your past are kind of getting you stuck where you are now in your present. And you're kind of saying, you know, this always happens to me. I always get treated this way. Or this is, you know, how I always meet the same kind of person. Like, you need to reframe that. And you need to stop claiming that. Because as you keep claiming it, it'll keep coming to you. And a person that you might be dealing with could be, you know, seeing somebody else. And if you know that, there's no future. You need to release it. You need to let it go. You know, and always hold on to the fact that whatever is yours is meant to be with you. Like, it will stay. And anybody that disrespects you like that, like, you need to have higher self-respect, you know? And if you are the one putting somebody in a third-party situation, you may need to release that. You need to pick, you know, because it's not fair to do that to somebody. I'm hearing in business though, like if you're trying to make a deal, one of the other party may be talking to another business behind, you know, your back without knowing, almost like to kind of almost in a way like secretly undercut you or negotiate, like, I don't know, something shady. So be careful of that. You know, definitely do your meditation. Definitely work on, you know, listening to your intuition, because your intuition and spirit will never steer you wrong. Okay? So, I hope that resonates. This is for November. But obviously, whenever this resonates for you, whenever you see this, it could be 3 years from now in June. And if you see it, you know. But please leave a like. Please subscribe, comment. Let me know, you know, how your November is going. Love and light, guys. Love you. All right. And pile number 3 with the selenite. 1. All right, let's see what cards you have. You have indecision, community, lots of red I'm seeing, and contract reverse. Okie dokie. Thank you, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, spirit, bring me clarity. Bring forth the message that this group needs to hear. All right. Please clarify indecision for me. Why is indecision here? What are they indecisive about? We have the Hangman, the Two of Cups, the Four of Wands reversed, and the King of Cups. Ugh. So it seems that you have a decision of whether moving forward with somebody or not. Could be a water sign, a water with fire. Oh, buddy. So you are stuck. You feel stuck. You don't know if you should leave this person or stay. And right now you're trying to gain clarity about it, but you feel like you're like stuck in time right now, thinking about it. I feel like this person could be a perfect match for you, but you just don't feel the passion. They could be a very loving person, but you just don't feel like it's enough. Why's the Four of Wands here reversed? Yeah, you don't see commitment in the future with this person. You don't feel like it's going to make you spiritually grow. You don't want to. You don't see any growth. So spiritually, you don't feel like moving forward with this person, but you definitely like, you want to leave. You want to move on. And you could be a single mother, but like you just want to move on with your life. Yeah, we got a couple of sevens out here. So you're trying to figure out what path you're supposed to go, what path the spirit wants to take you. And you're very confused. But you don't want to work on it anymore. You don't feel like you are working towards a future with this person anymore. But again, like you're stuck because you're trying to figure out like, is this smart what I'm doing? Or is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Like there are so many things out there. Like, will I find somebody else that will treat me as good as this person? Or am I setting myself up for failure because I just want to take the easy way out? Or is there somebody better that's coming? Like you're having a hard time figuring out like what is reality, but you just don't feel like putting any more work and effort into this relationship or this connection. Even though you might have felt like this person was a soulmate, you just feel like it's not, again, the passion is gone. Like what was once like a great connection just isn't what you want anymore. You feel like you're just being drained. You just feel like you're totally being emotionally and physically drained by even staying around this person. Let's see that. So, I feel like, you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to tie up loose ends with whoever this person is. They could be very immature. You're going to have to tie up loose ends before a more mature version of this person comes. I feel like a more mature version of the person that you're with can come along. A more steady, more stable, more grown version of the person that you're with can come along, but you have to let go. unfortunately. And it's going to be hard because, again, you feel like it's a good person and it's a good match, but you're just not feeling it anymore. And, sometimes you just have to take a step back to take a step forward. So why is community here? Why is community here? Those popped out. Give me two more. Why is community here? Okay. So we have the Four of Cups reversed, the Five of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Hangman down in the reverse. So I think once you start going out, and you just need to go out and just start being social and stop thinking about your situation so much. That you've been in a time again where you just felt so stuck and indecisive, and like you're gonna come out of that where you're finally like, okay, I'm gonna stop being so apathetic, or like I'm gonna stop focusing on the wrong shit, and I'm just going to go ahead and just do me. For once, I am going to do whatever it takes to make me happy, even if that upsets other people. Like, it sucks, but that's what's gonna have to happen. In the Five of Swords, you see that he took everybody's swords, and the other people are like, oh shit, I lost my sword, fuck, my wife's gonna be so mad at me. But like, the guy that has all the swords, he's happy because he did what it took to win. And that's what you got to do right now. Do what it takes to win. And it's going to help clear up your mind. It's going to help you rest better at night. And it's going to help you get off that dang tree. It's going to help you to finally get unstuck. So go out, socialize. Find some new friends. Find new places to go. And finally, where you can actually do that. Things are opening back up, Find a new hobby. Find some way to connect to people. And that'll help you, with the path being more clear on what you need to take and what you need to do. And also, if you do decide to leave somebody, it will help you not dwell so much. Not saying to ignore your feelings. You do need to honor your feelings when they come up, but it'll help you not get stuck in your feelings and potentially go back to a relationship that was meant to end. So let's see. That fell out. And another card. I will take them. Usually I don't take ones that fall out, but I will take these two. So we have the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Empress, and the Nine of Cups reverse. So yeah, you could be going through some kind of breakup, or a job offer that you thought was going to come through might not come through at all in the month of November. And you could have worked real hard for it, or real hard for a position, or real hard to work together in this relationship, but it's just too mentally just stressful. That's way too much mentally stressful. And even though it could be financially beneficial, it's like you have to choose. Are you going to go off what's going to benefit you financially, or what's going to, it might benefit you financially, but it'll kill you mentally and emotionally, drain you. So you might financially be off, but you're going to be very unhappy. Let's see. So what I'm feeling with this is if you are a female, there might be another man that is watching you, but you don't, God, I don't want to say this, but if you leave the connection that you're in, that you feel like it is codependent, toxic in some kind of way. The person could have had an addiction. You might end up leaving one person and immediately getting into a relationship with another person. And it might be like a very positive relationship. Oof. Yeah, you just feel about this connection or job that it's just not going anywhere. It's come to a stalemate. You don't feel any love anymore. And it's like you're trying to do the right thing, but you're not feeling it anymore. And this makes sense. Scorpio season's all about life and death, about beginnings and endings. And so things that are just not working out anymore are going to be ending. 10-10, things are completing. And then a new phase is going to start. But you have to get out of that phase first, or you're going to be stuck in another cycle unnecessarily, right? And things are not balanced. There's a lack of healing going on. There's a lack of working on yourself going on. There's a lack of, connecting your head and your heart. And it could be just like you're not listening to your intuition, to your, like, what spirit's trying to tell you. And you could be dealing with a Sagittarius that it's just not feeling right. Double Empress. Okay. But I feel like you're going to get to a place where you know what you got to do, and that is take care of yourself first and foremost. And if that means being alone, then that means being alone. You can do it while you're in a connection with somebody, and you can just see what happens. Sometimes when you start working on yourself, even when you're with somebody, things will balance out. And if it's not meant for you, the person will leave, or they'll get their act together. Either or. But things will work themselves out when you start working on yourself. And when you start feeding your own spirit, you start feeding your own self-care. Self-care is going to be very, very important. You're going to have to look out for you and know, reaffirm that you are a prize to be won. You are somebody that a lot of people look at, whether you're male or female. You have this kind of magnetism to you. So don't think, oh, if I leave them, I'm going to be single forever. No, you won't. Trust me, you won't. You attract people very, very strongly. And I feel like once you start focusing on yourself and not what's going on around you, illusions are going to start dropping. Secrets are going to come out. The truth is going to be revealed. Your path is going to be illuminated. So that's really, what's going to go on is that as you focus on yourself instead of the situation, that you're going to realize of where you need to go. Yeah. Even though that you might feel like emotionally unfulfilled right now, again, you work on yourself, your own happiness, just to deal with you, your own, hobbies, getting new hobbies, hanging out, finding new people. Start forging a new path. If you always go to the gym every day at 9 o'clock in the morning and you have the same routine every day, the same path, start going earlier or later. Start, eating somewhere else. Start doing things that are different than what you've done, and start acting as the person that you want to be and the life that you want to have. Good things are coming. Money's coming. Stability's coming. To me, the Ace of Pentacles is kind of embodies everything that you've been wishing for. It's wishes coming true. So not only are you getting love, you're getting happiness, you're getting contentment, you're getting fulfillment. You're getting those things that you've been wanting. And even though that it has felt like for a long time that you've been stuck, in a dead season, like you're finally coming out of it because you are understanding of what you need to work on and how you need to embody yourself, and that, you have to do what's right for you, and you can't live your life for somebody else. And it sucks, but it is what it is, You got to do you. All right, I'm going to take a Vice card from the Crystal deck. And I'm going to have to reform it because I just got it, so I'm still learning it. And it's a lot to learn, but I really, really like it. They've been spot on. What advice do you have for group number 3? Crap. All right, well, I got 2, but I'm going to put them back in since they fell, but I just want to show you. It was turquoise and selenite. You can always look that up yourself if you want. But if it comes back out, then you know that it's meant to be. All right, what advice do you have for my group number 3? What advice do you have for group number 3? Why are they all falling out? Oh my goodness. Come on now. Okay. So, what's interesting that the cards are apparently wanting to talk because they haven't, God, they don't even do this by myself. All right, give me one card for advice for group number 3. We gonna get there. One card of advice for group number 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Tiger's Eye. Number 9. Again, things are coming to an end. Things are wrapping up so they can be completed and you can start in a new cycle. If I can put this up. Why are you being so difficult? All right. Tiger's Eye. Empowerment. Tiger's Eye symbolizes prosperity, encourages right use of power. It balances your needs with those of others, finding solutions. Self-understanding part. A child of the sun and earth with untold powers, you make your own fate. Assert yourself wisely. Bring hidden talents to the fore and accept your imperfections. There's a tendency toward obsessiveness or becoming spaced out. Ground yourself. Which one way to ground yourself, you can just take your shoes off and walk outside barefoot. Explore your past lives to discover causes of these traits. Deal sensibly with day-to-day reality and face challenges boldly. All right, so the divination part is unlock your creativity. Find prosperity and lasting success. Long journeys and celebrations lie ahead. See, good stuff is really coming. Your personal power, confidence, and energy are high. Use them wisely. Commit to goals. Distinguish between wishful thinking and what you really need. Assist friends to gain their heart's desire. Past lives throw light on current situation. Doing what gives you joy increases your well-being. So, you know, that's part of self-care is doing what you love and raising your vibration. All right? So hopefully that resonates. Love you guys. Love and light. Please, leave a comment. Tell me how your November's going. Leave a like. Love you guys.